basically Gary is saying, I hope by the Texas A&M game that Mario's in a place where he can say, OC, it's all yours. Go get him.
Yeah. I saw that when he put up. It was like, I hope that he empowers his offensive coordinator in that game and everything. Again, I'm going to reference Oregon at O State. Threw, the keys and said, hey, make it work. And did. So there's evidence for that. It's only game 4 of the tenure. You still have to lay the foundation, just like they're laying the foundation for all of these recruiting visits and everything that are happening this year. You have to lay the foundation, hopefully, for a successful tenure moving forward and everything like that. And this is a thing that Bud Elliott and I talked about for many. I got to give him a call. I haven't talked to him in a while. Anyway, for many a year, but especially back when Florida State was just dragging Miami and everything, are you playing to win or are you playing not to get blown out? Because at the beginning, you can always play to win. Sure, you get the ball first, maybe you get an early turnover, but like when there starts to be some separation, are you playing to win? So are you going for it on 4th and 2 on your own 38-yard line in the second quarter? Or are you playing not to get blown out? So you got to that 4th and 2 by running a 3-yard mesh route on 3rd and 5, didn't pick it up to set up the 40 seconds there, the 40 seconds there, and then to kick the ball. You know what I mean? And it'll be interesting to see which way it goes. And I think that the summer work is going to be integral to potentially just letting the reins go and letting Gattis do what Gattis does. It'll be interesting, but you're paying that man a lot of money. You know what I mean? And Gattis, the reigning Broyles award winner for the best, assistant coach in college. You saw what Michigan did last year. You saw what Michigan did against O State, which was, orgasmic. My goodness, that offense and all the wrinkles and everything. A lot of those big plays and all of those tricks were wrinkles on something that was seen. So, they've done this, and then you add just that little thing. It was like that time that I forget who the linebacker was, but Cam Newton calls a play and he's going through his cadence, and the linebacker says, watch the wheel, watch the wheel. He goes, you've been watching film. Okay, watch this, because I called it the same, but instead of McCaffrey going on a wheel, he goes on a Texas angle route, cuts back across the face of that linebacker who's flowing to catch the wheel, and he's now wide open for a touchdown. You can set those things up. Now, you cannot set up necessarily things like that in game 4. But I think that along the path towards that kind of openness of the playbook is the work that's being done right now. But there also has to be a consideration of, in the same way that, as Andrew said, A&M fans are looking at this as a must-win game because it's before this, rough stretch of 5 weeks away from home and an SEC West schedule and all kinds of things like that. They're going to save some stuff because they got to play Alabama, LSU. We're going to save some stuff because we got to play, in our case, it's North Carolina and Clemson and Florida State. So it's maybe a little bit of a different caliber, but still, we're not going to throw literally everything out there. So if you see that things are open but not fully everything, that could be it. Plus the fact you do have to develop as a team over the course of the year. So, I think that there's going to be a measure of aggression, to the play calls. I think that there's going to be some stuff. Well, I know that there's going to be stuff that we haven't seen recently because Gattis is just doing things in a different kind of a way than we've had it done here. But with all that being said, I think that it's going to be maybe a little optimistic to just say, go with God, do whatever you do. We wish you the best at the end of the game. From Mario to Gattis, I think that's just a little optimistic for this game this year. But I think that, Clemson is the next to last or third to last game of the regular season. By then, yeah, cool. I'm going to trust you. You've built this game plan. Again, this is another big game. We've seen you, again, last year, Michigan O State. Saw it. You put it together. The year before, Michigan was competitive for a while, and then things fell apart, sure. But we've seen the production when given the runway to create a game plan for a major spotlight game. And to my eye, as a native Detroiter, there's no bigger spotlight game in the country than that. And you've performed in that role, in that way, by doing this. I will fully empower you then later in the year, I think, to do some of those things or be in that kind of a way more than game 4. But that's just me.